Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the man accused of killing a former state representative's daughter returns to the courtroom, and Kentucky State Police troopers shine a light on some Commonwealth heroes who lost their lives in the line of duty.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, 6:32 on the dot. I'm Dakota Makris. It's election day, Kentucky's primary election. Polls are open right now. It's a busy day for us here, and it's kind of a calm day right now for Cameron Aaron because there's really nothing to track, I guess, but the sunrise. So
yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time looking at our cameras, tracking the sunrise this morning. But yeah, it is a calm start to our Tuesday, but unfortunately, that's not going to last until our Wednesday. But thankfully today, the weather is going to stay calm. Over in Whitesburg this morning, we are looking at some fog. The visibility less than half a mile over in Whitesburg. Current temperature sitting at 48 degrees, so it's also a little bit chilly as you walk out the door. 52 here in Hazard, 46 in Manchester, 50 for London, and 56 over in Pikeville. Up on Pinpoint Doppler, nothing happening in terms of rain or cloud cover today. It is going to be a really nice day, all thanks to high pressure over portions of Tennessee, and that is going to keep us dry and sunny as we go through your Election Day Tuesday. Temperatures topping out, excuse me, in the upper 70s and lower 80s. And again, we are tracking the chance for possible storms on Wednesday. I'll have that full forecast in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, the man accused in a violent home invasion that killed a former state lawmaker's daughter did not plead guilty. Shannon Gilday is charged with murder after police say he shot his way into a Madison County mansion and killed 32-year-old Jordan Morgan. Phil Pendleton has an update on the high-profile case.
It's the second day for Shannon Gilday's arraignment. The first time his attorney tried to enter a plea of guilty but mentally ill.
This is not a case that should ever go to trial.
Gilday's attorney says his client admits to everything that he's charged with doing on February 22nd, that he shot and killed Jordan Morgan and shot up her father's multi-million-dollar mansion and engaged in a shootout with the former lawmaker. But after trying to plead to that Thursday, the prosecution filed a notice of aggravating circumstances.
Since we were unable to go forward, the rules are clear that the court needs to carry the case forward.
The judge entered a plea of not guilty. The prosecutor says basically that there has not been enough evidence submitted in open court that Shannon Gilday is in fact mentally ill, and until that takes place, they say that they simply cannot accept a plea of guilty but mentally ill. What's next could likely be a mental evaluation, especially if the prosecution seeks the death penalty.
The other point that I made today, which I think is significant, is that the legislature has spoken and said that people who suffer from serious mental illness should not be subject to a death sentence.
That mental evaluation or hearing could be discussed or scheduled at the next court hearing, which will be July 22nd. In Madison County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Gilday remains in jail on no bond. We are told he is in isolation after an incident where he is accused of assaulting a jail guard. A tragic story out of Madison County where officials say a child drowned in a creek on Sunday. Happened Sunday night at a creek off of Red Lick Road near Berea. Leo Xavier Schaus was fishing with his family on Red Lick Road. He went into a creek and was swept away. It took crews some time to get Leo out of the water. He was taken to a hospital where he died.
This is an emotional time. This was a child. We live here. We know them. So this is a very hard time for us. We will help the family. All they have to do is let us know what help they need.
Well, the coroner says Schaus's body has been taken to Frankfort for an autopsy. Well, DNA technology recently confirmed the remains of a missing Leslie County woman. Michaela Collett was last seen in October of 2020. Back in February, crews found 2 skulls after widespread flooding in Clay County. One of the skulls belonged to Collett. Her family provided DNA samples to police. On Monday, they announced it was a match. Collett was 21 years old. Her cause of death is still not known. Officials say a sheriff's deputy and another person have died in a shooting in far western Kentucky. State police say the deputy from the Callaway County Sheriff's Office was shot at the scene and taken to a hospital where he died yesterday. Matt Hilbrecht of the Marshall County Sheriff's Office says that a suspect who was shot in the incident also died. Troopers with Kentucky State Police Post 9 spent Monday morning recognizing 3 fallen troopers who served the Big Sandy area through the years. Kicking off National Police Week, troopers visited grave sites in Martin, Floyd, and Pike counties, placing memorial wreaths for the fallen troopers. Those involved say it is about remembering the sacrifices made by those who put it all on the line, with the new troopers gaining a new perspective through the process.
This was not only a loss for the family, but for the community and for the troopers all across the state. While we're at the academy, Trooper Leonard and all the other fallen troopers, we do workouts in honor of them, and being here today, it just shows how important and what it really means.
Troopers say it is an eye-opening moment to take the time to honor the troopers who came before and the legacies they left behind. Well, people in Louisa are preparing for the big homecoming of Noah Thompson. Thompson made the finale of American Idol Sunday night, and to celebrate, he'll be performing at his old high school tonight after a parade in his honor. Our Keaton Hall went to Lawrence County to see how the preparations are going.
A homecoming concert for a hometown hero.
Our first plan was to have this downtown in our little park, and we quickly realized that doing the math that 3,000 or 4,000 people was all that's going to be able to go there, and that just wasn't going to work.
Noah Thompson will be making his return to Louisa on Tuesday after making the finale of American Idol. Thompson will be performing at Lawrence County High School, but first, a parade through downtown.
We want people to come and put their banners out, cheer on Noah, and show the support that these local people have for Noah.
Parking at the school will be limited, so satellite parking will be made available near the Louisa Walmart, with school buses shuttling concert goers back and forth.
We're going to be here to try to help out any way we can. So those buses are the big yellow limousines from Lawrence County Schools that we're happy to supply. And of course, the biggest venue in the county is the high school football fields.
Not knowing whether Noah would make the finale, organizers will have less than 48 hours to prepare for upwards of 10,000 attendees.
Everybody's worked together really well in a real quick time to try to put this together with all the resources we have. And I think if everybody will be patient, use the parking areas, and try to use the shuttles, that we'll get through this pretty quickly and easily.
The parade will begin at 7, with the concert set to immediately follow.
I want to make sure that everybody sees that we're really all in to help whoever better themselves and make it big if they can at all, because if they shine, then Eastern Kentucky and Lawrence County shines.
Hoping to match the spotlight of Hollywood here in the Hollers. In Louisa, Keaton Hall, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, the superintendent said buses will begin shuttling people at 5 p.m. with gates opening at the high school at 6. The 3-hour finale of American Idol, which will include highlights of the Louisa homecoming, will air next Sunday night. Some Horse Mania projects in Lexington are getting their final touches. CarStar and Lexus of Lexington donated some time to put a final clear coat on the horses. It gives the horses extra protection and makes the paint last longer. Staff members say they are giving this project the same detail and treatment they would an expensive car.
They really get excited about it, so they know these horses are going to be around town or in the schools in the future, and they'll know that they had a small part to do with it.
Some of the horses they are working on include a Spider-Man horse, a UK-themed horse, and a horse that is dedicated to the Western Kentucky storm victims. There's a brand new place for senior citizens, and it's located right in Sarwadie, West Virginia. The new senior center is officially open. The center, which is run by seniors for seniors, will offer many activities and services for adults ages 60 and older, and will serve areas in and around Wayne and Lincoln counties.
The social interaction that they have here at the center, the different activities that they'll have, just be tremendous for the seniors. They'll be able to come with their friends, make new friends. It's just going to be a whole new beginning for the seniors.
Lincoln County Incorporated runs several of these community-based centers throughout the area, offering everything from meals to transportation for senior citizens.
Well, it is a gorgeous start to our Tuesday across the mountains. Here is a live look over at I-64 in Moorhead. all is quiet, a clear sky, and a gorgeous sunrise in the distance. Current temperatures in the upper 40s and middle 50s, 56 for Prestonsburg and Pikeville, 48 in Wise, 46 in Manchester, and 50 for London and Somerset. All is quiet on satellite and radar, not a drop of rain and not a cloud in the sky across the mountains this morning. However, we are watching out for the possibility of some strong to severe storms on Wednesday. So I'll have all those details and the full forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, at 6:42, when we come back here on Mountain News this morning, young children here in the U.S. may soon be able to get their COVID-19 booster shots. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes.